Welcome to the channel, everyone. This video I'm going to discuss finding and fixing water leaks. Now for this video we're going to concentrate on the rear of a car. That's going to be where 99% of your water leaks are going to be, either from a rear end collision where the quarter panel was replaced, tail light pocket, rear body panel, either replaced or repaired. So that's usually the primary areas you're going to have water leaks. The doors, usually you're going to have a wind leak before you have a water leak. And the front of a car, in the cowl, if you've got a water leak in the front, the procedure is the same to find a water leak. The only thing there, you may have to pull out carpeting and a dashboard, so it's pretty involved. So for this video, we're just going to cover the back of the car, and I'm going to show you some tips and tricks, and there's some rules you have to follow to find a water leak without wasting a lot of time. So the first thing I did on the rear of this car is just run the hose over it. And I wanted to make sure that the bolts that hold the bumper and the quarter panel, those aren't leaking. The tail lights are sealed up good. So it's in a seam somewhere. So I'm going to take this bumper off and then we'll start from there and I'll show you how to progress. Okay, I took the rear bumper off this car and I put some masking tape over the holes in the quarter so you don't get any water going through there. Now there's a couple easy ways that I found to fix water leaks, but the first way is kind of frowned upon by the shop owners and the customers, but I just fill the whole inside of the car up with water and see where it runs out. That's a real easy way, but usually you can't get away with that. Another way, put somebody in the trunk of a car with the flashlight so they can keep an eye on stuff and see. You know, that's a real good way to do it. But if you're by yourself and you're trying to find a water leak, first thing I do is look inside and see if I can see anywhere where there's been a little trickle of water running in. And sometimes you can see if the inside is dusty in here, once the interior is all removed, you might see a little trickle of water somewhere or a mark where the water's been running. But the next thing we're going to do, we're going to run some water on here with the hose, and don't use a spray nozzle. You only want a little bit of pressure coming out of the hose. No nozzle whatsoever on here. Don't use a pressure washer. Don't use a nozzle. And you don't want to just hose the whole car down. You want to start at the bottom, and I'll show you why. Okay, this is all the water you want coming out of your hose. You don't want a heavy stream. You want to duplicate what a rain would be. So you want to start at the bottom, lower section. We're going to check this here first. And we can run some water on here. Keep an eye on the inside. And I can see already we got a leak coming right around this here. This is an older car. The gasket's probably worn, so we'll have to seal this up. But yeah, right there, it's coming in on the inside. But usually like looking at seams. And I said don't start at the top. If we would start hosing this down up here, letting the water run over the whole car, you don't really know where it's coming in. It could come in a little seam. Maybe there's an opening right here if this car was in a collision and a seam is split. But it could get inside this pinch weld and it could follow the inside, come all the way down and be leaking somewhere in the center. So you usually go a little at a time. We're going to concentrate on this area and we're going to watch all our seams in there. If we stay dry for 2 or 3 minutes, then we can go over a little bit more and we'll cover this area right here. Get the rest of this seam. And one thing you have to watch out, if you replaced a quarter panel, rear body panel, or tail light pocket, what I'd always do, if I've got plug welds from the MIG welder, I'd always put caulking over all of those before it's painted. There could be a little pinhole in the weld, and that's all it takes is for water to get in there. All right, now I'm going to move up and I'm going to check this tail light area here. And I know the tail light itself isn't leaking, but it could be a seam is leaking underneath here, under the lip of the quarter panel. So you could take the tail light out and tape off the opening, but for right now, I think this will work. And I'll show you what I'm looking for. I want to look at these seams right up in here on top of this tail light pocket. I want to see if there's anything coming through there, around this edge. Everything looks good so far. Now when you find your leak, if it's inside a seam here, wherever it's at, always seal it up from the outside. Never seal it from the inside. You might have water running down like an area like this. If you seal that up, the water is probably going to travel inside there, come out somewhere else. So it's just like the roof on your house. If you had a leak in your living room ceiling, you wouldn't want to just try and patch it on the ceiling. You'd have to go up on the roof, find the source first. Now the factory actually put, for some reason, caulking on here. I don't know why, there's no welds in there, but you can see these spot welds here from a resistance welder, and if you had to MIG weld this together with plug welds, there's a possibility of getting pinholes in there. Okay, we know we're good up to here, and that's why I said don't start up at the top, because there could be a leak up here and it might not come out until it gets all the way down at the bottom inside here. So if there's nothing leaking down here, we actually have some water here, and I could tape this off if I wanted to keep water away from there. But I'm gonna move up, and now we'll go up to this seam inside the quarter panel right here in the trunk opening. And that's all we want to do is just get this area. Yeah, everything is dry up in here. We're good there. Now we can move up to the top of the quarter panel opening. We know everything from here down is good. So this will check this seam, and this is a real good area, an easy area to have leaks if you put a quarter panel on. It could even be if the glass was removed. It could be an opening under the glass, but this will tell us everything we need right here. Okay, everything is still dry, so it looked like all the water was coming in just from this vent pocket right here. So we're going to go and do the other side too. Now this side of the car seemed to be dry, but I want to double check since I got the bumper off already. And I don't have anything coming in there. Now I'm going to go on top of this tail light. No leaks there. Now we'll go up to the corner of this quarter panel. And we're good there. Now let's go up to here. Okay, this side seems to be good. No issues here. Okay, another possibility, though it's highly unlikely, it's like a door, is this gasket right here. And usually you'll have a wind leak, not so much, you won't know it's a wind leak, but you'll see dust inside here if this isn't sealing up. And for water to come in this way, if you take this gasket off, that water would have to travel up this lip and back down the other side. So you could basically take this weather strip off of here, shut the deck lid, test it for a water leak. Nothing's going to come in. Now it's possible maybe driving down the road in a rainstorm with the wind blowing. It's possible some could get sucked in here if it wasn't sealed up. Maybe this was in a collision and it didn't get pulled out quite right. So to check that, here's what we're going to do. And take a $1 bill and use this for a gauge. And I know what you're thinking, where did I get a whole $1? Well, but I'm gonna put that in there. And there's tension on here. You can do the same thing checking all your door weather strips too. And it's got tension on it. So you can go all the way around, put this in there and pull on it. And if it just slides right out, you know you got a leak. So that's an easy way to check your gaskets on your deck lid and your doors. Okay, I hope this video is somewhat helpful on water leaks. just remember, don't use a spray nozzle, low pressure. Usually from the end of the hose to the end of that stream of water, you only want about 3-4 inches of distance there. So, you know, you don't blast it out of there. And always start down at the bottom, work your way up. And then once you see water coming in, you know what your water point is on the outside, you can start looking in that area. So anyway, I hope you liked this video. If you did, give me a thumbs up. Remember, hit that subscribe button. Thanks for watching.